Hey everyone, welcome to the last and final part of my Alaskan cruise series, part 5. In this video, you're going to see me cover the go-karts that are on the ship on the 17th floor and the difficulty I had with that. I don't think I ever mentioned it in the video, so the go-karts were $15 per person per ride. They did not come with anything. Excuse me. It was billed to your room. Then I jump into kind of a review of some of the main floors of the ship, followed by our little escapades into Victoria, Canada, and then finally getting off the ship. So I hope you've enjoyed this so far. It's been a lot of fun doing, and I'll be back at the end to kind of give you my view and review of the cruise. Thanks a lot. Enjoy.
Chantal and Evan are going up to the 17th floor to do the go-karts. And in order for me to get up there, I have to wait for someone to come and operate this. So I have to drive on this thing. Here we go. And we're on. And I'm guessing these bars are going to come down around me, maybe? We'll find out in a minute. All right, and we're off. So the guy literally just walks up the stairs with the leash, and up the stairs we go. Hopefully I get up there in time to see them riding. So we're gonna go up to the top here. I'm gonna get off. It's very shaky, but that's okay. It's getting me up to where I wanna go. This is the only way for me to get up here other than having to climb up the stairs, which stairs, as I've told you, is not my friend. So that didn't work out. When we get up to the top, he couldn't open the bars that came down over my head because the back one came between my back and the seat. And he had to bring me all the way back down. And by the time he got the thing off of me and was ready to send me back up, Chantal and Evan weren't working. We are about 2 hours away from our port in Victoria, Canada. And we have a warm, sunny day. The pools are being used, the slides are being used. Finally a nice day. Of course, we were in Alaska, so the weather was cool. No complaints. But the weather is starting to warm back up. It's nice out. And we are bar side with our friend Ronell over there. We'll be heading to dinner soon. We are going to the smokehouse for dinner and then getting off the ship in Victoria, Canada for a couple hours. Today is the last day, and we will be getting off the ship for good tomorrow morning and flying home to Tampa. We're now on deck 6. And when we come off the elevator that we just got off of, you come out to a restaurant called The Local Bar and Grill. And it has pretty good food. We've eaten there a couple times. One of the attractions of this restaurant is it overlooks the 6th deck, which has a lot of entertainment, ship-related entertainment. Right after the area that overlooks downstairs is a bar with a couple TVs. And now we're going to move on to the casino. So we first move in, and there's plenty of machines, as you'll see in a second. So to both sides, there's blackjack, there's poker, there's plenty of slot machines. The casino only opens while we are at sea. Currently, we are in port, so it will not open till we move out. And as you can see, as you're coming out of the main section of the casino, they still have slot machines. As with any casino, there is a full bar and there's also a very large TV on the wall. We are now at the other elevators. There's a restaurant to the right called the Manhattan Room that does have a dress code. Pants and closed-toed shoes for men. And over here you can access that way or that way to get outside. And these two restaurants are Cagney's Steakhouse and Los Lobos. These are sit-down restaurants, dress code, and reservations required. Taking a left after looking at the two restaurants, they do have a bake shop here where you can get macaroons, gelato, plenty of tasty goodies, cupcakes and stuff. There's people in there. I'm not going to go in there right now. But we have purchased some stuff from there. Simply delicious. The bake shop is not complimentary, so it is whatever you buy or pick to buy, goes on your ship's account. Just another note too, there are restrooms all over the ship, public restrooms, aside from the ones in your room. So going that way is out, and towards the bake shop was another way outside. Now we are heading towards the bow of the ship. We are still right by those same elevators in the aft. And we are coming up to some stores which I believe are all closed right now. Yes, they are. They're closed because we are so close to port. We cannot be, or they don't have the stores open until they're so far away. He, right here, is my favorite photographer. No offense to anybody, to all the other photographers. But tell him your name and where you're from.
Hey guys, I'm from South Africa. My name is Dante, and I'm a photographer on the Norwegian Encore. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
And we had a lot of fun with him. So interesting. Behind these signs actually slide out. And that's where all the gifts are, or souvenirs are from the ship. Sorry. No worries. So all along here is more shelving that just slides out and it spins around. And all this will come out later. Now at the center of the ship, or what we believe is to be the center of up here, here is another restaurant, Ocean Blue. This is also a sit-down, reservations required, dress code. On the other side is a mojito bar called Sugar Cane. If you like some really lively music and good drinks, it's a great place to go. One of the days that we were out at sea, we actually sat outside at the bar. We're still heading towards the bow of the ship. This here is a whiskey bar. They have all different kinds of whiskey. And then right next to the whiskey bar is the Cavern Club. And there's a Beatles tribute band that plays there. And to the left is a wine cellar. They do different wine tastings here. And now we are coming up to the elevators on the bow side of the ship. Just past the elevators on the bow side is a restaurant called Food Republic. They are also a sit-down reservation required restaurant. Across from Food Republic on the other side of the stairway is the District Brew House, which again is also a reservation required restaurant. At every set of elevators, no matter what floor you're on, it gives you the breakdown of everything that is on the ship and what floor, whether it's aft or bow. Like floors 9 through 14 are all staterooms. There are some special floors that we can't access, such as the Haven. Like Deck 20 is a special Haven club, but it gives very good detail. So currently Deck 8. Deck 16 in the aft section has an area where there are spin classes, but also a full gym, which there are some people who do like to work out on vacation. Nothing wrong with it. Plenty of stuff to do, and the treadmills and stuff, they're all facing the ocean. You can't beat that view on a treadmill. You will not get this view on a treadmill at home. Deck 16 aft has, again, we just mentioned the Pulse gym, but it also has the Mandara Spa and Salon. We have done the thermal spa for the day. It was a day package that cost us $79 each for the day. And I'm not sure they do have full cruise packages, which I don't know the cost of that. We have done a massage, also a 75-minute massage, and that ran around $150. Well worth it. They do a great job. Deck 6 seems to be the main artery of the ship. We came off on the aft of the ship, and the first thing you hit is a bar. It's called the Mix Bar. Now, to the left is Savor Restaurant, and to the right is Taste. They have the same menu as each other, and they also share the same menu as the Manhattan. Just to note that these restaurants, Savor, Taste, and Manhattan, are all part of the complimentary food, but they are sit-down meals. They are not the buffet style. Then we're coming in after the Mixed Bar, coming into the art gallery. The art changes pretty much every day. I've seen all kinds of art. Right past the art gallery, which is all the art is for sale, is Cocos. You can go in and get ice cream, shakes, sundaes, chocolates. To the left is the comedy club called The Social. They also do auctions in there during the day. You can see this set up right here. Throughout the evenings from 6 to 10, they have photo places set up everywhere throughout the ship on Deck 6 and Deck 7. You want to buy some artwork, you go in and see that gentleman in there. The main section of Deck 6, there are all different things going on here. You have restaurant, reservation desk. There is a Starbucks over here. There is, next to Starbucks is Cruise Next. If you want to book or set up to book another cruise, you don't have to book it. You just reserve the right to book one. You have guest services straight in front of us, an onboard credit desk, and a shore excursions desk. In the center of the room is where a lot of people hang out. This is where the game shows happen on the big screen. And all up top there are those chairs that from the local. There is also a full-service bar, plenty to drink, plenty of seats. And we've sat here a few times and it's been some fun. So the full-service bar here on deck 6 in the center is called the Atrium Bar. This bar is open up until the last full day, up until maybe midnight. They also have an internet cafe for all your internet needs. We had the internet package, so we were allowed online for 250 minutes for free, which goes really fast. That was part of our purchase, the free at sea deals. Just something to keep in mind is everywhere I've been, I am doing this on my scooter. The entire ship is pretty much handicap accessible. There have not been too many places I have not been able to get to. Just a quick note on the shore excursion desk. They do not open till 5 p.m. 5 p.m. And now we are at the bow elevators. And just past the bow elevators, still on deck 6, coming off the bow elevator area, is the Texas Smokehouse, which we will be eating at later. And to the other side is more bathrooms. This is our last night on the cruise. We are coming into the city of Victoria, Canada. It will take a little bit longer than the other ports due to the fact we are in another country. So we have a tugboat coming out to greet us. We've already been boarded by customs to check the credentials of the ship. And there's another ship out in port already that I just am too far away to tell what it is or who it is. And there's the city of Victoria. We will be getting off the ship for a couple hours. We have nothing planned. We're just going to take the shuttle that they provide into town. We have gotten off the ship in Canada. We're going through a building, kind of like a little maze. And we are coming out to where I guess there will be shuttle buses. We could have booked an excursion, but we're only here for 4 hours. And I was not booking an excursion. The current situation is we're in this big long line waiting for a shuttle bus. And because of the scooter, there's only one type of shuttle bus I can get. And they also want $13 per person round trip, which was never told to us. We are in downtown Victoria. It's the old section of town. And they drop us off on Governor Street or something like that. And just a lot of stores and shops. We are headed back to the bus. This late at night, Victoria is a bust. We did get into a souvenir shop, but overall, not impressed. All right, disembarkation day. We are getting completely off the ship. And you leave the ship on deck 7. And we don't know what kind of process out there taking us a special way because I am in the scooter. Thank you. And we are going out a different way. So we are getting off the ship. They had me turn the camera off going through security. And here we go. We are off. And welcome back to Seattle. To the rain as usual. If you've ever been to Seattle, you know how much it rains. And of course, it's a cold rain. So we will slowly make our way down. And everything else from here out is all handicap accessible. So our bus to the airport is an ADA old school bus. There's a lift in the back. They brought me up through the lift, and Chantel and Evan came up the front. All the luggage came on through the back. and we are headed to the airport. Just a quick update. We are through security. We have a 2 p.m. flight, so we board at 1:20. I got through with the scooter, no problem. Evan has gone off to his gate. We're in Terminal C. He's in N, which is just down a little bit. Getting some food for the plane because the plane food is so expensive and it's not really much. So we're doing something. There you go. We're hitting Subway. And that's about it. On to Tampa.
Well, that wraps up our cruise series. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I just want to kind of go over a couple of things. First, this video where I start off the ship review. We were actually on deck 7, not deck 6. You've picked up, we were overlooking deck 6. So overall, the cruise was fun. Did not have that vibe of, a warm weather cruise going to the Caribbean. There was no, grilling out on the deck by the pool. The weather doesn't permit that. It's just a different vibe. We talked to some people on that when they come around and ask you how you're enjoying the cruise. We mentioned that, and they agreed with us. That is definitely not that Caribbean, Bahamas, Bermuda vibe. But overall, it was okay. I think the Ketchikan stop was too short. Victoria, Canada probably could have been more fun if we got there earlier. It was a waiting game because of the shuttle bus and the scooter. They also didn't tell us that it was going to be $13 for the shuttle bus. Throughout the videos you've seen, we did different excursions. There are a ton of excursions available throughout the cruise. I can only do the level 1, what they call level 1 excursions, where there's no extra exertion, no hiking, no swimming. Our friends did some really cool stuff that we weren't able to do. I do want to give a shout out to a couple people from the ship. Romel, our favorite bartender, since this video, or since we got off the ship, I believe July 17th, he moved to another ship, which I don't know what ship it is. So Romel, if you see this and you can comment what ship you're on now, that would be great. Radon, another great guy on the ship, took care of us out of his way when I needed to find a place. He would just stop doing whatever he was doing or wherever he was going and bring me to that spot. Dontre, our photographer, just a fun, personable guy, got us to smile, got us to laugh, and we had some fun with some pictures. Interesting note, and I don't know if this is on every cruise line, but in the corridors of where all the staterooms are, if you're ever wondering where you are or what direction you need to go in, just look down at the carpet. Follow the way the fish are swimming on the carpet, and they point towards the front of the ship. So that's kind of a neat little fact. But overall, it was a good cruise. We've done it. I'm glad I did it. I think we had a lot of fun, but the next time it'll definitely be a warm weather cruise. So hopefully you guys, that wraps up our series on our Alaskan cruise. Hope you enjoyed the 5-part series. And that's going to be it until we scoot again.